Hi, my name is Bruno from HitchHQ.com, and I'm here today with Nicolas Grenié from 3Scale to share some insights around developer portals and API support. So Nicolas, can you give us a brief introduction about 3Scale, what it does, and how it helps companies?
Yeah, definitely. So 3Scale, we've been providing an API management solution. So we help companies, we help governments, or startups that have APIs to have a better control of who has access to the API. So we do security, we do rate limiting, we do analytics, but we also do developer experience.
Cool. So how do you help companies that they want to launch their API with using 3Scale? So I see that you offer the full solution. In what way do you help the companies reach their audiences?
Yeah, so what I was mentioning with developer experience is usually the public-facing part of the API. That's where what we also call the developer portal. That's where people go, and that's where they find about the API. That's where they can read the documentation. That's where they can sign up to have keys. So we provide this in a really seamless way. Everything is integrated with our system. So if an API is a paying API, we'll have something for people to put their credit cards and generating invoices and all those things.
Cool. So basically all the, let's say, the user-facing experience that any API provider would like to offer.
Yeah, we also have tools, and I think this is pretty important when it comes to developer experience. We also have tools to have interactive documentation. It's been recommended by a lot of people into the API space where you developers, the people that are interested by your API, can try the API without signing up or just discovering what it does, clicking, so they don't have to open a terminal and hack it.
Right, cool. That's very cool. And how do you see API supporting those API consumers as one of those features on those developer portals?
Well, if you provide a solution, usually it comes with a lot of questions and a lot of problems, and sometimes your documentation can't help, or people can't find you right information. So the documentation is something that's always improving, but having a team, having a system for people to ask questions and find answers that they couldn't solve because everybody has a different use case, it's very important. That makes the developer journey more interesting and easier.
Right, cool. So Hitch, one of the things Hitch offers is the API Assistant, which helps companies better manage their API support. So with part automation and parts manual support, we can help companies decrease the total number of support tickets that they need to handle every day. We've been working with Nicolas and 3Scale to provide an integration with the 3Scale developer portal, so that any API that uses 3Scale can easily add the API assistance and start getting a better support and offering a better experience to their consumers. How do you see this integration working from any of your customers' point of view? How do you say this would work?
I think that will help a lot of people. People like the developers, the normal users are used now to chat whenever they have a problem. Like any app they use, any service they use, there is a chat system now. They don't have to send an email and wait a few days for an answer. So users are used by the system. And in our case, for a provider, an API provider is really easy to install. It took me maybe less than 20 minutes to find out. I put my description of the API. It gives me a snippet of JavaScript, and I install it directly in our CMS, and it was available in our pages directly. So when people are in the website, when they have questions, they ask it directly to this assistant, and it will find the common answers and the common problems they have.
Right. Very good. I'm happy to know that you found it so easy. Thanks for sharing your thoughts around that. And if you want to know more about these and the API Assistant and how you can use it, you can go to APIassistant.com and you'll have all the information there. Thanks.
Thank you.